With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
First team foul.
And Houston has possession. Right side, Irving. Inside, Duren. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Pass to Ingram. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
White on the wing. Outside Irving. The three connects from downtown.
I mean, if you want to chase him off the line, that's fine, but that ability to dribble drive, this guy is impossible to guard. Kyrie Irving.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Well, this is why Kyrie Irving can make a defense look bad. He can beat you with his scoring or his passing.
And foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Outside Ingram. Pass to Bol. 5 to shoot. Williams grabs the board. Houston with the ball. It's a three-point game. And Williams punches it home.
Woo-hoo! That's the athleticism you talk about with Jalen Williams. This guy can get off his feet in a hurry.
Down low. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Ime Udoka.
We got to talking about Brandon Ingram, and I asked how Coach thought they might limit him tonight. Coach told me, well, there's nothing we can do about his size and his length, so we're hoping just to frustrate him and keep him off balance by getting up in his business and contesting shots. Hopefully that plan pans out for them, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
It's hauled in by Houston. Williams on the wing. Pass to Duren. Outside, Williams. Bol grabs the board.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
From 10 feet away. And that one good.
Assist from Hood-Schifino.
Houston leading by 4. Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
And stolen by Williams. And here they come. Here's Duren. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Outside Ingram. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Misses the layup. Hart with it. Outside Irving. Pass to Hart. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. He takes it in. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Well, Kyrie may be the best finishing guard in the history of the game. His ability to contort his body or spin the basketball, ridiculous.
Now here's Hart. Yet to see a basket. Ingram on the wing. To the middle. It's stolen by Hart. Williams in the post.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
To the inside. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. 6 points for him. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Pritchard. It's stolen. Driving to the basket. But Schifino's shot is off. Houston leading by 8. Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to Williams. On target from range. Williams has got 7 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And stolen by Williams. Outside Hart. Here's Pritchard. Back to Hart. The kick out to Williams. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Houston. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. 6 on the shot clock. Wagner outside. Pass to Pritchard. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Ingram. Now Bull. And stolen by Williams. And he lays it in off the breakaway. He's got 9.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, I think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion. Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
To the paint. Wiseman with a steal. Here's Furphy. Still no points. Now here's Ingram. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. The kick out to Williams. This one for 3. Sinks the tray. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Here's Wiseman. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
First personal foul. First team foul.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Wagner outside. 3-pointer. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Jazz trail up by 12. Ingram with the ball. Hard covering. And that one's good. Ingram.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
To the inside. And he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
Outside for Ingram. Outside Bull. And finished off by Bull.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Sensabaugh gets the 3 to fall. And the Rockets lead by 13. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
2 minutes remaining.
Wagner for 3. Utah with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Intercepted. Back to Williams. Wagner with a screen. Wagner on the wing. It's Williams, high post. Ingram with the ball. Wagner picks him up. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The length of Ingram poses issues for defenders, which is why he gets fouled a lot.
And he drops it first. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 11. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Indiana, where they'll face the Pacers. And that'll be the 4th game of this 5-game road trip. And here is Irving. Give him 8 points now. Sohan outside. Pass to Strus. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Max Strus shot ready off the catch. Pretty.
Here's Dillingham. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Dillingham's got his second basket on the night.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the board.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the half. Inside. Here's Duren. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Furphy. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Utah shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
And the second free throw is good.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Sexton. Pass to Sohan. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for your Rockets.
And the technical free throw is good.
I think one of the things you have to be in awe of is how creative and how elusive Kyrie Irving is to deal with when he's cooking offensively. This guy truly a remarkable talent.
Two on the clock. And he hits the jump shot. Irving's got 11 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
25.
And so it's Houston, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Jazz trail by 14. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Utah with the ball. Ingram into the lane. And the layup falls. Ingram's got his third basket of the night.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Irving, that's good.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
To the middle. Good D by Duren. The Rockets lead by 14. Out left to the wing. Outside Irving. From outside, off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Bol. And finished off by Bol.
Just disrespectful. If the D gives him a clear path to the hoop, he will take it.
Let's just say they were a little slow to react there.
Yeah, and despite... his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltender.
The Jazz making a switch here. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul. Colin Sexton is an excellent free throw shooter.
You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his fourth year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
You see the offensive force that is Kyrie Irving. Sometimes it's the scoring. Right there, it's just passing.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. So it's Utah now. It's a 16-point game.
Strong defense from Duren. I like watching him make a difference on this end.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Rockets. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Down low. Blocked!
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Pass to Hart. Back to Irving. Williams with it. And the With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Here's Gordon. They set the pick to the paint. Here's Fall. Rips it home off a terrific move.
And nice work there in the pick and roll. Cunningham demonstrating improvement in knowing how to break defenses down.
All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Fall. Brooklyn with the ball. And stolen by Irving. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Six to shoot. From the wing. And he knocks the jumper down.
Irving just so dynamic on offense, guys. A million ways he can hurt you.
Here's Cunningham. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Fall. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Fall's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Fall. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Pass to Fall. Banked it in off the glass. Fall's got 6.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Here's Irving. Now here's Duren. Outside for Irving. Over Cunningham. Brooklyn pulls it in.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
As his game continues to develop, LaVine has increased his assist numbers.
Here's Irving. Williams from long range. It's hauled in by Fall. Brooklyn leading by 4. And stolen by Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. Zach LaVine's name came up, and I asked how he plans to deal with him. And coach said, quote, "What's scary about LaVine is how many ways that he can score. So there's no easy answer except for high-effort defense, and that's exactly what we're going to do." So the defense is trying to outwork LaVine tonight, and we'll see how that goes. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And Brooklyn with possession here after the basket by Houston. Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
He hits the second from the line. Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden, Doris.
Well, BA, consider in that trade they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and 4, count them, 4 first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And Houston has possession. They trail by 1.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Pass to Fall. Cunningham with the ball. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Houston. It's a 3-point game. And the layup is good off the glass. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Well, solid work from Kyrie right there. This guy never fears going against bigger players. His shot making too good.
Back to Gordon. And stolen by Irving. Here's White. Pass to Irving. Outside, Williams. Here's Hart. Outside for Irving. And here is Williams. 5 to shoot. Now here's Irving. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Irving's got 6.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Shot is good by Gordon.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, what we know about Mo Wagner is that he has consistently grown over the course of his NBA career. This guy has versatility as a scorer. He has tremendous energy that he brings nightly, and he wants to get better.
And both free throws good for Wagner. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. To the inside. Fall. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Pass to Hart. Now here's Williams. Up and over Gordon. Outside White. Outside Williams. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters, it's
18.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all see.
Pass to Fall. Here's Cunningham. And it's rejected.
A denial by Mo Wagner using his size to his advantage.
Another one falls for Houston. And Brooklyn with possession here. Trailing by 4. Here's Cunningham. That one no good. Hart with the defensive effort. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, Josh Hart, the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammate?
Pass to Fall. Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Williams. Here's White. Hart from long range. Brooklyn with the board. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes, and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allen. Back to Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Wagner's got 8.
Now that's a great possession. You set Wagner up down low and let him go to work.
Porter. Pass to Fall. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Mo Wagner. Doris, it's interesting that the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. That free throw good from Cunningham.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Irving for 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Nets trailed by 8. Pass to Whiteside. Going inside. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. The Rockets on offense. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Back to Williams. Brooklyn pulls it in. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Kuzma. That's good. Kuzma's got his first points in this one.
The passion Kuzma plays with inside rubs off and makes his whole team better.
Outside Hart. Williams from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc.
After hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Here's Cunningham. It's tipped.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Durham, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
There's a minute 59 left in the second. Here's Whiteside. The shake. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Pass to White. Now Irving. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Evans. It's hauled in by White.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Hart can't hit. Nets trail by 7. Now Whiteside. He's covered by Hart. Pass to Cornette. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Hart with it. Let's go with a 3. LeVert with a rebound.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Down low. Tipped. Here's Cornette. Tries again. They shoot again. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Houston making a change here. So it's Brooklyn now. It's a 5-point game. To the middle. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Kuzma outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Houston leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Pass to Sohan. Out to the right wing. Duren with it. He's picked up by Levine. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Here's Fall. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan.
Well, Levine has really worked on those playmaking abilities. That's a pretty pass right there.
Brooklyn shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. The Rockets lead by 3. And here's Irving. Sohan outside. Outside for Irving. They set a pick. Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to Irving. 4 on the clock. That three's off the mark. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And there's the call on Jeremy Sohan. That's foul number 2 for him. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Cunningham. Sohan with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
From deep, Strus. Brooklyn pulls it in. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Inside. Here's Fall. The second effort. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Gordon. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Here's Cunningham. Hart with the defensive effort.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Irving up top. Outside Hart. Clock at 6. To the paint. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
Here's Levine. Yes! Levine inside.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside White. Into the lane. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
See, Kyrie never hesitates. As soon as he sees that open man, boy, it is on time.
Down low. Here's Gordon. Over Irving. Shot is good by Gordon.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Williams from long range. Buries it from three. Williams has got 13.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Yep, that one goes.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Rockets lead by 4. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Here's Brooklyn. Here's Levine. And the dunk by Levine.
Oh, what a finish by Zach LaVine. Off his feet in a hurry, folks.
Outside Irving. There's the triple. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's Gordon. He's guarded by Irving. And it's Cunningham missing. Houston in the lead. Now here's Williams. Defended by Gordon. The three. Zach LaVine clears it away. Gordon with the big finish.
If you don't keep Aaron Gordon out of the paint, it's going to be a long night. How easy is that?
Pass to Duren. Outside, Williams. No good from outside.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Gordon on the wing. It's stolen by Hart. Jumps up. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Irving. Pass to Duren. Outside for Irving. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Back to Duren. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Duren taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Duren. And Duren drops them both. Oh, deflected. And so it's the Houston Rockets closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage.
45.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Nets trail by 7. LeVert outside. Inside. Here's Whiteside. Uses the glass on the layup.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
The Rockets lead by 5. Pass to Martin. Kuzma with the double team. And here's Sexton. He's checked by LeVert. Here's Pritchard. Outside for Sexton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He hangs. Tipped.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the board, fighting hard for every miss.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
And Allie, thanks. Out of bounds. It'll be the Nets ball.
And that's a foolish pass. Plain and simple.
Nets trail by 5. To the wing on the left. Whiteside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Here's Evans. Second chance effort. Here's Whiteside. Here's Cornette. And there's the foul. It'll go on Zach Collins. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. To the middle. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Oh, Kyle Kuzma off his feet in a hurry. Nice finish.
Wagner, right side. Martin, right side. There's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Here's Kuzma. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. Kuzma's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can see that Kyle Kuzma has the kind of size and length and creativity to score on the interior.
Man, good whistle there.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
It's Kuzma with the miss. The Rockets lead by 4. To the paint. Outside for Sexton. Pass to Pritchard. Now Collins. Martin outside. And here's Sexton. Shot clock at 2. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
I love how aggressive Kuzma is in transition. Terrific at finding ways to execute.
Martin outside. Outside Sexton. Pass to Pritchard. This one for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Kuzma. He nails it, and we're tied.
Kyle Kuzma stepping up and getting it done.
Sexton with it. It's Martin on the wing. Gets the 3 to fall.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's LeVert. And it's blocked by Martin. To the inside. Collins. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Hassan Whiteside. Free throw is good from Collins. And both free throws good for Collins.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat... you from the line.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Houston making some changes.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Levine. A minute 50 left in the fourth. Cunningham on the wing. Out to Gordon. 4 on the clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Houston leading by 5. Here's Irving. Outside White. Pass to Irving. For 3. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Hart. The kick out to Williams. Gordon with a steal.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Here's Irving. On the wing, Irving. 19-footer. It's hauled in by Fall. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Well, this game separates the men from the boys. Aaron Gordon, big-time delivery.
And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. They've led by as much as 10. Outside Irving. Over Cunningham. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
16 seconds left in the game.
This guy is big time, unafraid in the moments that matter most. Levine, big time.
Irving looking around. Fires, high post. And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Thank you for joining us. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Here we go. And, of course, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Many wonder how they'll do it without him. We'll find out.
Yeah, like a lot of people, I didn't see the trade coming. He was the team in many people's eyes. It'll be interesting to see how they evolve as a squad with him gone.
He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Williams. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft. Capital too, so the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now here's Hart. White for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Hart. To the paint. The three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Oh, deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here's Coulibaly. And there's the rejection.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That free throw, no good. And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
Hart goes in. Pass to Irving. Nifty move. And he lays it in.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Here's where he's covered by Hart. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And stolen by Williams. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Pass to White. Out left to the wing. Here's Irving. Duran the screen. Now Irving puts one up from 19. The rebound by Ware.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
To the inside. And stolen by Williams. On the wing, Irving. Here's Harper. Inside. Here's Ware. Blocked! And so the ball out of bounds. Duran touched it last. From the inbound. Ware, that's good. Houston in the lead. Outside Irving. Over to the left wing. Outside Hart. On the take. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. Cans it from the wing. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
We've seen Kyrie do this so many times, precise in the two-man game. Lethal, too.
Down low. White with a steal. To the middle. And Williams punches it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Harper. Down low. And he jams it home with authority.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Now here's White. They set the pick to the paint. Here's Hart. It's deflected. .119 left in the first quarter. Harper misses.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
It's Hart on the wing. Outside White. Duran with it. Still without a bucket. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Irving for 3. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Now here's Williams to the inside. Irving, that's good. Irving's got 9 points.
That's the thing about Kyrie. He's a 3-level scorer.
6 seconds, 7 seconds.
Nasty right
Down
there.
it
Oh,
goes.
my goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish.
The Rockets call.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to White. Back to Wagner. Williams from long range. Hits a three-pointer. He's got 7.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's Sohan. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Houston. They lead by 8.
The Magic, 11.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Rockets?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
I also like the fact that they've been able to block quite a few shots so far. A testament to hard work and good positioning on the defensive end.
Clock at 4. Here's Sensabaugh. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. They got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And Houston has possession. They've led by as much as 10. Inside. Here's Sohan. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Sohan's got his first basket of the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Harper.
What you say?
Oh, my goodness.
Come on now.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tied together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Strus. Wagner, left side. Picked up by Sohan. Irving for 3. Smith with the rebound. Magic trail by 5. Here's Prince. Here's Harper. He's got 7. 6 to shoot. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Driving to the basket.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Orlando shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Pass to Harper. And he drives in. Power it home!
Oh, wow! B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
They double him with Duren. Pass to Cauley-Stein. The Magic need to put one up here. And the jam by Cauley-Stein.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Williams. And miss after miss right now.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
On the wing, Irving. Cuts off the pass. In transition, here they come. Up the floor. There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. The Rockets pull it in. .59 seconds left in the first half. Outside Hart. Back to Duren. Outside White. To the paint. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Coach wants to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Orlando. They're on a 16-6 run. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Pass to Collins. Outside Strus. Collins outside. Here's Pritchard. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Watson. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
How about Prince? Really crafty defensively and coming up with the takeaway.
Sexton goes in. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Sexton's got his first points of the game.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
That'll count. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Magic. They lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
31.
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Rockets trail by 4. Outside Irving. It's Hart on the wing. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. It's tipped. To the inside. Watson. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Offline with a baseline jumper.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Cauley Stein. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Hart. It's good.
Well, it's fun watching Irving share the ball. I mean, when he concentrates on running the offense, this team is really dangerous.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles, and that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Hart from long range. He buries it from 3. Hart's got 5 points now this quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
Outside Coulibaly. To end the run. Got a hand on it. And he's all alone. Here's Irving. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Williams with the screen. Here's Harper. Knocks down the 18-footer. Harper's got 14. Houston with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run. Not allowing much. Good on the bucket.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Pass to Ware. Here's Harper. He's guarded by Irving. It's Coulibaly. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Duren.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Now here's Irving. He's got 11. Lets a floater go. Williams grabs the board.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Ware. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Give him 8 points now. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
To the middle. And stolen by Williams. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
The kick out to Williams. On target from range. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. Love seeing these type of results.
Has to Ware. They double him with Duren. White with the steal. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Right wing. .24 seconds left in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
Boy, how about that crafty drive by Irving, anticipating the contact and able to get around and through it.
Inside. And it's Ware missing. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive?
The Magic, 43.
Well, what? What a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Magic trail by 3. And there's a pick. Here's Harper. And that one is stuffed right through.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Harper. Hart pulls it in. Houston leading by 3. Duren with it. Picked up by Coulibaly. Duren to the post. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Duren's gotten his first bucket of the night.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
It's stolen by Irving. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Pass to Williams. Blocked. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Orlando making a switch here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the Magic.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside, Williams. Pass to Collins. Oh, it's stolen by Cauley-Stein. Here's Watson. And Pritchard pulls it down. Houston leading by 3.
Orlando foul. Dorian. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Ooh, stolen by Smith.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Soft touch off the glass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Williams with the screen. Five to shoot. The kick out to White. Here he goes. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that.
Nice! Big finish!
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Pritchard driving in, and they get it back. Oh, it's stolen by Cauley Stein. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
On the floor for your Rockets.
On defense, the Rockets. They've led by as much as 10. Six on the shot clock. Stolen by Strus. Left side, White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. White's got 4 points now in the quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. So both teams changing it up here. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Harper. Shoots over Hart. It's stolen by Irving. To the paint. Here's White. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Good on the first. And that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both. And it's a 3-point game.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Outside Watson. Down low. Here's Coulibaly. It's hauled in by White. And it's Houston's ball. And Williams punches it home.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver. They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And here's Irving. Pass to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Floats one up. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Ware. Oh, he nails it! And that one brings him within 1.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes. These calls can be so difficult for officials. to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got to. Right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a three-point game.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
That's the way to go.
To the inside. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick two and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Where Pat misses. Had a chance to tie it. Now Irving. And so the big win by Houston in a tight game. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.